You gonna come, Platinos? Hi, this is Barbara L. Sue of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. We're going to be doing some more energy scans, and I did post something for our friends on Facebook. I just hope that they invite other friends. We're going to do it regularly for a while. I'm trying to write a book. Our company wants to get a new ebook out. It's Parental World Knowledge's energy scans. So if you do an energy scan, with us, we won't put your full name if you don't want us to, but you'd be included in our book. And this is why I, want to help people. Is first of all, and secondly, I'd like to get this book out to help more people in the world. So, people don't even know what an energy scan is, I'm sure, most of them. And what it is that you are just maybe going through a bad time in your life, or I don't know, exactly without talking to somebody on the phone, but the thing is, whether it's your head hurting, or it could be something that physically happened to you, but you are not progressing and getting better, even if you're going through maybe physical therapy and things. So an energy scan will give you immediately more focus and more energy. I pinpoint what the problem is, and I clear your chakras. I don't even need to ask you, what is wrong. I just will pinpoint that. And then when I pinpoint it, I will, talk to you about it. So, when you're going to a doctor, they will ask you what's wrong right away. And they do their best in trying to cure what's wrong, but not necessarily does that happen. I was just reading that Daniel Goddard was suffering for his arm for a year. He was in a lot of intense pain. So he had an accident and injured, his arm, and I think it's his elbow. And, I knew that he was, injured a while ago, and I hadn't talked to him. I never talked to him on the phone. I could have did an energy scan and just resolved that. So, it's a shame. People go through a lot of pain. He was going through a lot of physical therapy and different things, and he's still suffering. This could be eliminated. And it also is good to keep you healthy. An energy scan, can just keep your body and your mind healthy, give you more focus, more energy. And what person in business doesn't want that? So you don't have to have something seriously wrong. If you just want to gain more focus and more energy and be able to do better business, give us a call. 973-736-1637. You can do it right on the phone. You don't have to come here, although we'd like to see you here, but you don't have to come to our studio. It can be just done on the phone remotely. I can do this. And you can do this. It's you that's doing it. You're praying to God with me, and God heals 100%. It's as simple as that. So why? People contact me, and then they put it off. Why are you putting this off? It's your health. Don't you want to be healthy? Don't you want to feel better? I'll tell you one thing. I was up almost all night because my son was trying to finish the house with a few of his friends. We had one person who was one of his friends disappointed us, didn't finish what he promised to do. And we had to pay him, and he didn't do it. Now, these guys came for free. Our friends just showed up for free, knowing we needed more help. We had to hire additional people prior and to finish up. And I have some friends that want their friends to move in. I hope so. I'm hoping, that does happen. Raising my hand because my son has things on timer. God bless him, just save money. And but it looks so strange. I'm like, what is she doing holding her arm up? you know, that's what I was doing, putting on the lights. It's you have to wave to get the light to go on. Any rate, it's kind of sad that we had to have hire additional people and that my son had to stay up most of the night, almost right into the early morning. We were all pitching and doing what we could. And if I didn't do the energy scans, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think he'd be able to get to work. I was praying for him, an energy scan, that he's okay, because he was building a new bedroom. And that's where, like, we had our office. We were doing our taping prior in there, but we now are going to be renting out that office space. I don't need it. I have the laptop now, so I don't need to use it stationary, and I don't need the room. So I'm going to rent that out. Our organization is going to rent that out. We're the ones that teach the art, and I don't need it now for my art. I can do it right here. I got the laptop right here, where I am right now, and so we're going to have 2 rooms, and hopefully this person moves in. It's $1,000 a month, and it's going to be going to our organization. I do have to take an organization loan. I'm going to be contacting a bank tomorrow. We didn't get a chance today because I had to meet with our attorney and do different things today. So, concerning the house, and hopefully everything, in 1 week we promised, and I'm doing my best to keep my word to a friend. I don't like to break my word, even to a friend. You want to keep your word. You say you're going to do something, you do it. So we had to put extra money, and that isn't right. This friend agreed to do something, he should have followed through. I don't believe in that, that you don't follow through. Even if it cost us more money, cost us more effort. And like I said, if I couldn't do those energy scans, I'd be sleeping right now. I'm surprised I'm not sleeping right now while I'm doing this with you. It's only because of the energy scan. It gave me more focus and more energy. And it's really unusual. You can, as an energy healer, heal somebody else more than you can do yourself. So for me to stay awake, I'm surprised that I can, considering I'm able to have the ability to do it for someone else, but when it comes to me, it's more difficult. So, therefore, and this is for every energy healer, that they can't always focus onto themselves. I have plenty of people that are advanced Reiki. They're asking me, and energy healers are asking me to say a prayer for them. So, obviously they can't totally heal themselves. And that's fine. That is fine. That's how it goes. We have the ability. We're focusing on so many people that we can't focus on ourselves as much. That's what it is. We're just givers. And it's difficult for us to be taking. So, which I'm trying to get to be more of a taker, not, I want to give, of course, more, but I'm trying to get myself healed more because I've had, some injuries and things. But I know that you just have to give us a call because you're not even trying. I have so many people telling me they're going to schedule this, and then they don't call. I don't know why they tell me they're going to schedule it. They said, I'm gonna be on your show today. I'm gonna give you a call. I haven't had one call. The only one, it's just my son. He walked in, and I was saying an energy scan for him and for my dog. So, and which I can do animals too. But I feel, I can't reach out to you and do an energy scan. I can say a miraculous prayer for you, which I'm, glad to do. I do every show. I used, do that at least once. And that doesn't work as fast. This works in seconds. So take seconds out of your life to give you life. Don't you want more energy and more focus? Don't you want to live a longer, healthier, happier life? It's as easy as that, a few seconds. So, at any rate, and how it works is that your chakras are actually just not circulating in each part of us, like our temple chakra. If we don't have a constant flow, then that is broken with our energy. So then we could be subject to migraines, headaches, not feeling good in every way. I mean, you could, have other problems. If your head is hurting, you can have, nausea, whatever it is. And then it can affect your stomach, your solar plex chakras. So why suffer? It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't cost anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. And I'm writing this book, so you have the opportunity now. It's going to take me a while. I'm not getting enough. I can't write this book until I have enough people to put in it. The minimum for a book generally now, I would say at least 80 pages. And that's the minimum. So, I want to have all these pages. I just have like the description of what it is, for energy scans. And I have some subject people, yes, I have their case study. I didn't put their full name. I chose not to. But I do need to have more information. I can't write this book without your help. And you can not only helping me, you're helping the entire world. Because this will be published and available for the entire world. So not only you're helping yourself, you'll be helping the entire world. Wouldn't that make you even feel better? That would energize me to know I'm doing something to help the entire world. And it doesn't cost anything. So, but you'd be getting a lot more good blessings, good things happening by doing that. God rewards those that help other people. God wants us to do good deeds and things to help people in the world. That's how I was raised, and I know that living like that is the best thing. It makes me so happy doing that. And like I said, I can't put myself first. I can't do that. I have to put others, first before me, and helping them and doing their healing. That's just in my nature. I do believe in taking care of my family first, but when it comes to me, I do put other people first with the healing. So, I'm trying to work on to get a little bit more focus, to do the healing on me. And I do need it. I do need, definitely more. But it's interesting. My attorney, he's the person that asked me today, he says, do you intend on staying in your house? Just wanted to know, what my intentions, was like in the, not the near future, but the further future. And because he was trying to advise me on different things. So I said, I'm intending on it, And he says, well, what happens if you go in a nursing home? I said, I'm not intending on going in a nursing home. I'm intending on being I can do the energy scans. That is, God willing, I'm able to focus more, like I said, on myself so that I don't ever have that happen when I get older. I'm not talking now, I'm talking about the far future. And another thing is our wisdom herbs. So this is what I started to take, and it's making a big difference. I started losing more weight and helping me with my health. I had an injury, so it's definitely helping. And I feel that it won't happen. Excuse me, but I do have allergies that are very bad, and I was just in the rain. Entire hour with my puppy, which was not great. This was the brochure we made. These are all the products, and I'm definitely going to take some when I get right off. I really just drank 3 cups of water. I wouldn't think I need more, but I do. Excuse me for 1 minute. I'm going to take some water. God. And I'm going to take some of my herb. And I'm taking some of my herbs too. Hello, Bar speaking. Yes, hello. From the what department? Oh, yes, okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm not able to, and I donate to things like whenever I have any goods or things, I give that to the veterans. I just can't right now. I donate to Epilepsy Foundation. I run a nonprofit organization, Artist Barbara Alsu, Fine Art Studio. I can't do any more than I'm doing right now. And my late father was a vet, and he did a lot with that too, and I've always helped him. Well, you take care. Best to you and your vets. I'm doing a live reality show. Can't do it. I can't do it, unfortunately. I'm doing a live reality show on YouTube right now. You'll have to excuse me already. And if your vets ever need to have an energy scan where I have them gain more focus and more energy, give me a call at the same number. I'm here. All right, 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday. Bye now. It was a vet group. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bar speaking. Oh my gosh. People hang up. Well, forgive me for drinking the water right now while I'm on the show. But like I said, I had to go out with my puppy. I went out a number of times. He wasn't able to make, and he was so scared of the rain. It was raining this morning. And it started again in the afternoon, and I just had to go with him. And normally I just leave it for a half hour, but it was a little warmer today, so I felt, it's not like freezing rain, so I stayed an hour. And he still didn't make. Finally, he went out just now in the backyard, and I stood there because it was drizzling just a little bit, and I waited for him to make right by the door. So, I'm very happy that we have, backyard too. So I take him in the front, I take him in the back, and I'm so glad, that he has a place to run. And, a couple of acres, thank God. So it's a great place to live, and like I said, I hope that this person comes through, our friend, and her friend, comes through and rents both the rooms for our organization. And if not, give us a call. Maybe someone else wants to. I'm a nice person. I have a sweet puppy. He's just a little guy. He's not a vicious dog. He wants to kiss the postman. and he kisses the gas man, and he is so precious. It's a Chihuahua. So he's not a vicious dog, and he's just a lover. And unless you're a burglar, then he'll want to, bark and growl and bite you. He won't hurt anybody as long as you're a good person. And he knows the difference. He truly does. He loves everybody. I never saw a dog want to lick the postman. I had a dog, prior, and she was a sweetheart. But she barked at the postman, and she growled at the postman. She didn't want to go near the postman. But this puppy does. This, he senses a little bit more than my prior dog. He's a very loving puppy and wants to be good to everybody. Children, adults, other animals. He's not doesn't have a vicious bone in his body. So anyway, getting back to, and he has been healed. Energy scans, I'm talking about, has been my puppy, definitely. And I've mentioned this in earlier shows. He had a real problem. 2 months he was living on the streets, and this was in Dominican Republic. And it wasn't bad because it was like luxury hotels where he was living. It wasn't in the slums, but he was by the luxury hotels. And fortunately, they even had like Sultan tents. So I mean, he wasn't having that bad, but he had to be still on the ground. He couldn't be laying up on the lounging chairs; they wouldn't allow that. But he was on the ground, and that hurt his spine. And the energy scans that I have done has made a big, vast difference. He used to take over 2 hours to go even to the bathroom outside. So, and now only because of the rain today, he was scared and it took him longer. And I like to do an energy scan on him too, if I can get him over here. He's right now sleeping. And it was a busy night. I'm telling you, the poor puppy, all the noise and everything. I wouldn't put him through this, but we promised we'd get it done in a week. And I had to keep my word. So I think everything's going to be done in 1 week. We got the second room renovated already. We just have to spackle and paint. The walls are up. I can't believe it. Put brand new insulation, brand new walls. And I'm just thrilled. It just looks so much better. I just feel, you need to do that. You can't let things, if it's been a while, you need to have it fresher. It's for your health. What you're breathing in, you're breathing in. Even if it's clean and you clean it, you vacuum it, but still, it's what's underneath. That paste and everything, after a while, we had wallpaper, and after a while, that is not good. It's not good for your system. See, we took off all that and the walls behind it, and put brand new insulation. It's really nice. So what a vast difference. And it looks like a 5-star hotel. The first, bedroom that we completed. Like I said, my 2 office spaces. So now it is just beautiful. And now this one, it's looking great even without painting it yet. I'm not going to paint it, but it just looks so fresh and just so smells so clean. I love that. And I mean, you can clean your walls, you can vacuum, all the cleaners and all, but it's not going to be healthy enough. And then we always have purifiers on too all the time. So I have 2 humongous purifiers, and then we have one in the bathroom now, so that's 3. And I feel, you need that. You need that for your health. And especially I need it. I have allergies, so I need it. This is terrible weather for allergies. It's the worst time. And I drank just 4 glasses now in a row. I'm almost concluded for 4 glasses. And they're 12-ounce glasses I'm drinking. So I don't know how I could drink so much. But I'm drinking it. I'm wanting to drink it with this, the weather and the way it's affecting my allergies. So, but I'm hanging in there in spite of staying up most of the night, allergies. I have more than one. And, but I'm telling you, the energy scans make a difference. I'm hanging in there with all that's going on. And I run an organization, and I do my business. And, we're starting with this product now with our business, parental world knowledge, and I'm working with my son, wisdomstory.com. And this is also something that's going to help you. And we have each one labeled. One's for the heart, one for the mind, whatever it is that you need it for. And we have them all sorted. Some for women, some for men. I love the label that he made. This is gorgeous. He, came up with this himself. Great things that he's doing. And again, I'll show you the brochure. If someone just tuned in. I love this Wisdom Herbs. Just beautiful. Those are all our Wisdom Herbs. You can see. And they have little pictures to indicate that's for a woman, that's for a man, and makes it very simple for you to know on each label what it is. There's no confusion. You know what you're taking. And they're all 100% certified the best herbs, and the not only that, but they're from the cleanest forests. So that's even better. You know that when it's the best certified, all the herbs are checked on a regular basis to make sure the quality is there. So this has to be the most superior quality. And we have them in the best bottles. I mean, this is dark because we want to know that the sunlight's not going to harm this. It's going to stay a long time for you. And we put in everything, the packaging thing, the sealing thing. We make it. This is with a machine, so it's very, very sanitary. So you need really for your health. And then we give away one every time you're buying to a cancer patient or a person that's in need. So you're doing a really good deed when you buy it, and it's only $47. It's less than other ones, competitive people. We looked into that. And you're getting the goodness of this in helping your health and maintaining it, or even curing a disease, which has been proven by our Supreme Court. Dr. Sadie proved to the Supreme Court is definitely a verdict that herbs will cure all known diseases. They tried to get every person in to go against him, and they couldn't go against him. Every authoritative person that was a doctor said, no, this guy is for real. What he's saying is true. They brought him in to testify against, and it ended up they were all for him. Hysterical. So it is definitely for maintaining your health and keeping your health. I know I tell you people, still go to a doctor, be checked. Even if I see that I do have results, I've had 100% results for the people that I did the energy scan for. But I still say, always be checked. I've always done that before when I was doing miraculous healing prayers. I said, always be checked to my clients. I don't believe, I'm not a doctor. I don't believe that you should just let anything go to chance. And if you don't eat the right foods, this is food. These herbs are food. If you're not eating the right food, you're going to still have the bad results. Where you're going to have to keep, coming to me if you're not eating right, you're going to have problems. Say you had some serious problems, whatever it is, your heart, whatever. You're not going to eat right. You're going to have those problems continue. Even if I heal you for the time being, but if you're going to do the wrong thing, it can't cure all the time unless you're going to take care of yourself. I mean, it's foolish. I mean, you could do the energy scan, get totally healed, and then if you start doing things wrong for your body and your mind, that's not good. Eating healthy, organic foods primarily is what you should do. And also the herbs. My son is primarily taking the herbs. Not eating, he doesn't eat meat. Fish he'll have, protein, but he's not eating meat usually. That's not something he does. He does not eat meat. He's not eating a lot of other foods, but he is, living on these, and he's been very healthy. When he went away for a week on a paid vacation, he went to another country. He didn't take his herbs with him, and that wasn't good. And eating the wrong things, that's what I'm trying to talk about right now. But it's very important you do the energy scan, but it's very important. It has to go hand in hand that you take good care of yourself. So he came back a week of not having anything, and he's exposed to different things. One night he had to stay in a hotel that really was it was near the airport, the first, the beginning, and it was a very bad poverty area. It was terrible. I said, but you should have tried, to look for a nicer place, because even if it was cheap, I mean, you don't want to stay in a place that's terrible. And I think that's how he got, sick. He didn't have his herbs. He didn't, and a whole week went by not taking care of himself. After being exposed to something. I'm sure that was not, it wasn't a very friendly place. It was not good. And, when you visit sometimes another country, there's, like the stop off just to go to the other places, that can happen. So, but you have to look. You can't stay, and I didn't know that he was doing that. I would never think he would do that. I would never. There's no way. I'm not a person who travels a lot, but if I'm going to travel, I'm going to travel in a nice place. It doesn't have to be 5-star, but it's got to be at least a Holiday Inn. It's not going to maybe be a 5-star hotel, but it's got to be a decent place. Clean and decent. That's all I'm asking for. And you know, he's went back to taking his herbs and he's getting better quick. It's definitely the herbs are what maintains our health besides the energy scan. Yes, it can give you more energy and more focus, the energy scan, but you need to take care of everything inside of us. We need that circulation. We need it. It could be disrupted by not taking eating the right foods and taking the right things. And if you don't like to eat a lot of health food things, I mean, more so, take this. There's no aftertaste. It's, nothing. It's just a capsule. So, but it will keep you healthy. And that's what you need. Excuse me for taking some more water. It's been a rough night, a rough day. And I really should have more rest when I have allergies like this, but I couldn't. I have to keep my word. I said I would do something, and I want to keep it. And that's it. But I do want to say that with the energy scans, it doesn't take any real effort. It just takes seconds, and you can do this. You have a belief in God. That's all it takes. And I noticed that with energy scans, you don't have to have a strong belief in God as with the energy scans, because it seems as though it is reaching out to God sooner. When I do this, I'm pinpointing what's wrong, and the chakras. And the chakras, getting that circulation, focusing on that, it's getting the energy from God. It's the circulation. It's throughout our universe. So God's energy is there, and I'm focusing in on it. And God is doing it 100%. I'm just focusing in on it. And so therefore, that's why it's so much faster. And I see, even if somebody's like, not really sure that it's going to work or whatever, it still works. I've had, somebody came up to me and I said, I never heard of this, never did this. And, but they had real problems, at work. Things were not good. And so aggravated from it. It was affecting them emotionally, physically. He just did not feel well. And he just, within seconds, had a smile on his face. So I feel that all it takes is for you to give me a call. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Give me a call and just talk to me. Tell me your name and just talk to me. Give me your first name. It doesn't have to be your whole name. And that's all it takes is for you to say hello. And I can do the energy scan, pinpoint what your problem is, focus in and clear your chakras. And God heals it 100%. I have nothing to do with that. You're praying to God with me. That's how it works. And this is so unbelievable because I was told I was like the highest level of Reiki as a master, and I had remote ability. But yet this surpasses. This is seconds. And sometimes people only have seconds to save their life. So this is so amazing. I never saw anything like this. I saw people praying in my place of worship, clergy praying, and people resolving things, but not this fast. This is extremely fast, the energy scan. And I am descended from the holiest of priests, and I could be clergy right now without further training. I'm descended from Cohen, and I could really, right now, it's the holiest of priests, I could just be clergy, but I chose to go the path of the prayer healing. This is my path. I feel I'm needed here. I'm needed here more. I mean, I know, clergy can do a lot for people too, but I do feel I'm needed here to do this. There's not enough people that do the energy scans. I didn't hear about it until somebody contacted me. They saw that I was doing miraculous healing prayer and they contacted me. And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't even know. I didn't see things posted. I didn't know anything about this. I thought it was, like I said in an earlier show, I thought this was a machine, an energy scan. I had no idea. So it makes a world of difference doing energy scans. And if you want training, anyone out there who's a healer, you have your chance right now for training, one-on-one. I'm asking you, give me a call. So you have, time. Obviously, if you're a healer, you have the time to do this. You want to be better and faster for your clients. You've got the time. There's no excuse. And if you feel not confident, this will give you the confidence that you need. These energy scans will give you more confidence to heal and help more people. And that's what you want, I'm sure. I wanted it. I didn't even know how fast this was or anything about it. And I found out in one day, and I started doing it in one day. And this definitely works because the first day that I did it was to the person that called me the healer. And, I realized this is working. This is not just something that somebody made up, that this is going to work, this is going to help you. It helped me in my life. I was grieving over my late father and worried about my son and him dealing with it. And I was, doing everything, doing miraculous healing prayers, trying to help him. And it was not working enough. But now I'm doing the energy scans, and it seems that is working better. I still have a way to go with him. My son's a very, very opinionated person. And like I said, it's easier, the energy scans, to reach someone in the miraculous healing prayer. But you're highly opinionated. That is very difficult. And he is just so highly opinionated. I'm glad he, has his own mind. I'm glad that, he wants to do his own things. But when you're so highly opinionated and you can't listen to certain things that make sense, that's a little hard, trying to do an energy scan with him. But I'm working on it. I'm going to keep ongoing process. And he's made headway getting there. And another thing is that I got him to now at least appreciate our puppy. He didn't, he's such a loving puppy, and he never had a puppy before. He didn't really appreciate him. He was like saying, "Oh gosh, he's going in my room and chewing on my sock, or he had left his phone on the floor with the plug." And I said, "Don't leave it. He's going to chew it." He didn't know. I mean, he chewed up his extension cord for a cellular phone. And so he does it again. He leaves it on the floor, and he chewed up a second one. I go, "David, did you learn not from the first time? I mean, I don't leave mine on the floor. I never chewed mine." if you leave it right laid on the floor, you have to pick it up. The wire, you have to pick up. Here's my wire. I have it picked up. I have it on my chair. And if it, isn't, then he's gonna have a little thing to teeth. He's still a puppy, but he's now appreciating, even though he does certain things in the past to him. He realizes now he's appreciating him. I haven't seen him do that lately. He still leaves his cords and things around. He hasn't done that lately, my puppy. But when he was small, he was doing it. He was getting angry, and he wasn't, being like he should. The puppy wanted to be his brother, and considered him his brother. And now he's considering the puppy his brother. That's the way it should be. We're a family. When you have humans or pets that are really loving, like a dog, and people that have cats or whatever too. But you see, you have to treat them as part of the family. If not, don't get a pet. If you're not really, it's just for your house and not for, like a watchdog or something. If you're not really going to show love and care about the puppy, then I wouldn't adopt. But if you have it in your heart, I would adopt. You go to your local shelter, and there's so many loving pets. There's so many. Oh gosh, I got every pet from the shelter. I never had a bad pet. Not one. Not one. Every pet has been good. And if you can get a pet that's good, why go to an expensive place and they're not always healthy? You go to, in the mall, and they have those lovely looking dogs, but they're laying there like, God forbid, they look like they're dead. They're just not healthy. They're all caged in, crowded in together, can't breathe, can't function. And I don't think a lot of times they're taking the best care. I looked and see, I don't see it looking that clean. And, in the shelter, it is very clean. And they take great care of these wonderful, loving pets. So take your whole family, go to a shelter, and, be sure that pet is docile, tame, for children, and adopt there. I think some people are contacting me. They're like, a lot of things. Oh yeah. Dish Machine invited you to join a hangout. Okay, thank you. Dish Machine. And anybody else? Let's see. That's about it. My other friends, I don't know if they knew I didn't make an announcement earlier that I was going to be on because they were doing work in the house and I was so fearful if they did any more lines. I was waited to announce things to be sure my computer was working and everything went off the other day on Thursday. And unfortunately, I did a show on Sunday, earlier Sunday. Not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. So I was, already I was supposed to be, doing a few days a week, and I did a few, shows already. So I was happy about that. So, but the whole energy, everything went out of the house. I couldn't do a thing. I couldn't put the Wi-Fi on. I can't get to it. My son, he has all the building supplies by it, and I can't get to it till he's almost done now. He's going to start putting the furniture back in the bedroom. He's got it in the basement, so it's such a nightmare. I can't even get to my Wi-Fi, and if he knocks it out, then I'll put out a show. So sorry about that the other day, and I did write that on YouTube. I did, make mention on Google Hangouts and YouTube that I could not be airing the other day. So I'm so sorry. But that's why I didn't make announcements till today. And I did post, for my friends on Facebook, as I said earlier. But that was, last minute because I wasn't sure. I didn't know if they knocked it out. And all day I was busy. I had, like I said, the lawyer in, taking my puppy out, and calling about jobs. I'm still trying to find something. A company wrote me they want me, and it isn't in social media, but I think I might take it. It's a supervisor position, and I used to be a supervisor, and I think I'll probably take that. I didn't want to travel so far because I have my puppy, but I feel I give them a lot of love, and I'm not going to feel bad about it if I have to travel, a bit of a distance to get to it. Everything else about it is perfect. It's just the distance I really didn't want to do. And the other few weeks ago, I had been in an accident, a car accident. I didn't get hurt, but the car got totaled because somebody was speeding and hit us. So it was a good thing I was in the car. I told my son to stop, and he did. When I told him, he stopped immediately. But if I was in the car, my son would have been killed with his girlfriend and his father. So, we're just friends. We stayed friends for our son's sake, and he invited me. And I went, and it's a miracle. If you don't stay friends with your former partner, what could happen? My son might not be here right now. So I feel, I didn't really want to travel that far because of what happened. And then I would, after you have the accident, you're around there for another hour and a half waiting. So I just feel, I didn't want to travel so far and leave my puppy. But I feel, look, he loves me. I love him. He knows this. And I just feel I need more to do. I need, I'm in a small town, West Orange, there's not enough to do, not enough clients. And right now, so until I build my school, I know that I need a little bit more. And that will be for several years. If that does happen, hopefully people come through, they promise to give us funding. I don't know if that's happening. I signed an agreement. I still haven't met with them. They had one scheduled and they canceled a meeting talking because something emergency came up. So I'm hoping they reschedule. I will, try to see if I can, ask them again. And that's it. But it still will take several years, even if that comes through. And I feel, I got to do something more. If it doesn't come through, I need some more money so that I could still do that eventually. I'd like to make a school here, not just have a little office space and do it. I'd like to have like a full school. So, and that will bring more people in. So I'm willing to do this, the travel part. I mean, the position is wonderful. I'm happy. That would be the best, equally happy for social media or the supervisor position. I, like both. I like, having a team, whether it be social media or having a team as a supervisor in another sense, working for a different company. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. And it's more of a management position than it is social media. You're working in a team and doing a lot of writing, creative. But this, I'd have to be creative, but it's in a different sense. It's a business, and you have to be creative for that too. But in a different way. I wouldn't be doing social media necessarily. I don't even know if I have anything to do with social media with that position. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. I just want, you know, to have something more to do, and I do need the funds because what I want to accomplish, and I know that it's going to take a while to accomplish that. So I, will be a valued employee for a number of years there. Now they asked me to apply for the position, so that's a good sign. Um, you never know what can happen. And that's it. So I'm, believing with the energy scan, I'll have enough energy to do this. Some years I was injured and not, working outside of what I was doing. This was enough, but now it's not enough. I mean, I'm not, totally healed. I wish that I was, but I know that I want something more. I still have, from the injury that I had at a former job, but I still need to do something more. It's not enough for me. I'm not a senior citizen typical. I've never been a typical senior citizen. I've been uh, mentally younger in years, and physically, even with my like I said, I've had a permanent injury. It's still there, but I still have. There are people that focus and not positive energy. I'm a person of very positive energy, so even with a permanent disability, it's like I still function. And if I could do something, I would do it. If it was a job that I could get, I would do it. I've always had that desire. So, but there's limited things that I could do. So now I have I can't take a lot of things. I would like to do it, but I can't. Like there was even one. There's a company they wanted a manager for a pet company, major name I won't mention. And then they said, well, you'd have to lift 50 pounds. Now, I don't know why I'd have to lift 50 pounds when they have a cart, but they're telling me I have to lift 50 pounds and take it out for the customer. Well, why the heck would I have to lift 50 pounds? I mean, I won't mention the name of the company. I don't like to put people down. But that seems so ridiculous. I make a sale of something that's 50 pounds. You put it in a cart. They said I have to carry it out. So I didn't even apply for that. There's no way. I can't lift 50 pounds. I'm like I lift 1 pound. But I'm not lifting 50 pounds. And then it said, oh, you'd have to do a lift of forklift of two. Let's see, what did it say? 2,000 pounds. I'm not using a forklift. I would have loved to because I'm an expert with pets. I would have loved to take that job. I love pets. I love dogs, cats, birds. But I am not doing those things. So I know I'm limited. If I didn't have the injury, I probably would lift to 50 pounds. I used to be able to lift 50 pounds and even more. And I still have good, very strong upper strength. It's the upper body is strong. It's the legs that was injured, and that is not strong to lift up the 50 pounds. And then why would I have to when I have a cart? It's so stupid. I mean, personally, that doesn't make sense. But look, that's what that company has in mind. I don't know what it is that they have to pick up the 50 pounds. Maybe it is because they want to hire a man, obviously, and that they know a woman's not going to call about that. Maybe the manager upper management is a man and wants just a man. I mean, I can't see the reasoning, if you have a cart, why would I have to pick up, and the cart can hold 50 pounds. It holds more than 50 pounds. I just think maybe that's a prejudice thing. But crazy. But I'm looking for a job, and anybody out there that has anything in social media, I love social media, and I wouldn't mind being a supervisor, training people. I had so many people under me when I was working, and I feel they're working with me, not really under me, but that's the term of the stores I work for. And the company I worked for was affiliated with Lord & Taylor, it was Haney Company, and I was the floor supervisor, and I had the entire store. I was in control. Anything they needed me to correct their mistakes, or if they had to void out something, whatever it was, and make a new transaction. So I was given a service award. So I'm the best in supervising. Worked there a number of years, and I had an injury there, and that's why I did leave the company. But thank God, I was fine to go on to another position later on, and I worked as an assistant director in activities, and that's where I had my last injuries, and that's what caused that I couldn't be doing more things, a lot more things. So now I'm very limited. Then I had the ability. I could pick up more weight and things. If I had to pick the person up, even out of their wheelchair, I could do it. I had the ability. But after injured now, I couldn't do that. But before, I could. And because I had the upper body strength, it was so strong, the top part of me. I even was tested for that, and I know I have upper body strength. It was a yoga place. I went for yoga lessons, and they were really remarkable. That can help you. And then I started to blog about how to do yoga. It's on our site, parentalworldknowledge.com. That's another thing that can boost you and give you more energy, and it's great. I do my yoga every day, unless I'm too old to do it, but normally it's every day. And I love doing it. And it's not, you don't have to do the downward dog and things like that. You can even do one leg reclining. You can do one sitting. There's just so many, yoga things, and I do have the explanation. I did on talk radio also some things. I have, some things I explain on Parental World Knowledge, and then I have some videos of schools that were doing things with yoga, and that's wonderful, just wonderful. And companies that want to keep your people healthy, all you have to do is give us a call. We're willing to go out and give a lecture. I will give a free energy scan, and my son and I will talk about herbs and why you need to have the herbs. And as I said, wisdom herbs, if you were watching earlier, this is it. Wisdom herbs, products are here. We have each one labeled. And they're only $47 a bottle, and then we give one away for free every time you buy a bottle. So you're doing such a good deal. It's $47, and you're giving one away to help somebody. So that's a very good thing to do. To buy to keep yourself healthy, all natural herbs certified, come from the cleanest forests, and the fact that it keeps and maintains your health, and then also if you have, God forbid, anything, a major illness, it will cure you. So, as I mentioned earlier, in case you're just tuning in, it was the late Dr. Sabi, who won against the Supreme Court. So that is a marvelous thing. And I hope that whether you're a gym or a health food center or whatever you're doing, um, it could be a spa, give us a call, have a free lecture. We just need a table. You can bring our own table if you don't have a table. And we'll bring our herbs to show them and the brochures. And they don't have to buy anything, but it's up to them. But hopefully they will, so that we can give them free to someone we need. Or if you're a cancer patient or some needy family financially. And that's it. So please don't put this off. You want to maintain your good health, or if you have, God forbid, something seriously wrong, you really need to have these herbs. And I would talk to your doctor. I always recommend to talk to your doctor. I always say, whether I give you the energy scan and you seem totally healthy, I still say talk to your doctor to be sure. Be checked. Have a physical exam. Same thing with the herbs. So before you take them, talk. Because I don't know what you're taking. You might be taking some other medication that might not work with this. So you want to talk to your doctor. I haven't heard of anything of it affecting. My doctor said I can take my medication, but still, I would talk and find out. And I know, like when you eat a grapefruit, you're not supposed to have certain medication. It can affect you. So that's just grapefruit. It's fruit. But you see, so that's why I say to check, just to be sure. When you want any health problems, if you're ever taking something, always consult with your doctor too prior. And tell them if you are then taking herbs, and let them check everything. Knowing that you are, and that's it. But I know I'm feeling better from that. And in fact, I'm almost to the bottom of my water, and I'm going to put a little bit more of the oregano leaf. That's excellent for when you have allergies. And I do have severe allergies, and it keeps you healthy, even your stomach and everything. So your digestion. So that's what I'm taking in a minute. And I just hope you don't need anything, but to maintain your health, it's important to have these natural herb foods. So even if you didn't have something seriously wrong, and for the energy scan, like I said, things are in our environment. There's pollution, there's different things, so that affects you too. Whether if you're totally healthy, you can get affected by that too. A totally healthy person. So please, give us a call for the energy scans. Give us a call for the wisdom herbs. And again, it's 973-736-1637. 973-736-1637. Well, we're almost about ready for the end of our show, and I do want to always say a miraculous healing prayer for everyone in the world. There should be peace, good health, good spirit, good strength. Amen. God heals 100%. I'm just doing the prayer. And I pray with you to God, and God will do the healing. You're healing yourself with me. I'm not doing it. God is doing it 100%. So all you have to do is just say the prayer. Now if you need it, or later. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be today. It could be at any time. And this is even on our site. You can go on our site, on our website, and every time you do, you will get 2 miraculous healing prayers. So visit parentalworldknowledge.com. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for referring people to us. We're gaining more subscribers on YouTube. You know, I'm so sorry you have to, it's ridiculous. You just subscribed about a year ago, and now you got to resubscribe to YouTube. Why didn't it just transfer over? That's a good point. You know, I don't know why. You know, you're in my circle. You selected me to be in your circle. I don't know why that it doesn't just go transfer to YouTube, but that's the way they have it, and you have to hit that subscribe button. So please hit your subscribe button. It's that little button that says subscribe. And then you subscribe to me, and you'll be on every time. Like, I have a show where you're going to be signaled, and I have a show. And I say I have anything special, you know, you're aware that I have something special. So I just feel, please subscribe to us. We're hoping that you do. This way you're always aware that we're airing. I can't write to every person. I can't, you know, I try to do my social media thing, but I can't get out to everything. Sometimes right now we're doing this repair. I can't, you know, it's impossible. I do as much as I possibly can. And I have done a lot. I'm on everything on social media every single day, throughout the day. But, you know, it's difficult to do every single time. I can't say I can do every single time, being that we're trying to do this work. Because I don't know if it's going to air. That's the thing. If I was doing social media for somebody else and, you know, that they had an airing of their show, then that's different. I mean, I don't have to worry about me airing. I can, you know, make mention, oh, this person's airing, you know, that's fine. But if I don't know I'm going to definitely air, I don't want to put it out there, I'm definitely going to air. So I, you know, wait and see that the work did not go off the Wi-Fi again, because I know I can't get access to it. So, but I thank you so much for tuning in, having the patience. I appreciate it greatly. I know it's been a little crazy, you know, over a year now, and you know, we've been doing remodeling here, necessary remodeling, not just for luxury. It was all necessary, and you know, sometimes we can't air. That's the only, you know, emergency. If I ever cancel anything, it's an emergency. And I had like the gas leaking from somebody was fixing the stove, and they didn't even check the gas was on it and left it leaking. Oh my gosh. And I have, you know, very serious allergies. So things happen when you do the repair. You gotta go with the flow. And I had a Chinese fortune that said that recently. Just go with the flow. And I do. I really do. I go with the flow. I'm trying to hang in there. But I know when if I had that gas leak, I took off a couple of weeks. I really did not feel well. That, you know, is bad. I had a gas leak and I had to be in the hospital one time. So I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't want to make more bills. And, you know, I did just take care of myself. I did basically what they did there in taking care of me. And that's it. So I know I needed to rest. And that's what I did in the hospital. Primarily rest, not do too much. And that's what I did. And I felt, you know, a lot better. So, but forgive us, and thank you again for hanging in there, watching our show. And I wish everybody the best. Have a good night, a good day. And I did have another person that wrote me that said he wanted me to speak on Skype with him. But the thing is, I said, I'm more than happy to be your friend and speak on Skype. But he didn't invite me. I'm not going to mention names who it was, but he didn't invite me. So I said, now, um, if you do invite me, call up, that's fine. I'm more than happy. I gave my number of 973-280-6356 to everybody. So, if somebody wants to Skype with me, that's fine. I don't have that much time, but, I mean, if I ever have the moment to do that, I would be more than happy to. I appreciate greatly our, fans of watching us and referring people. And that's it. But I can't Skype with somebody that doesn't contact me. I don't have it systemized on my phone that I can call somebody and then put them on. I don't have that outside calling. If you're calling from another country, I don't have that ability. So you'd have to call me, and then I would accept greatly. I'm very grateful. And that's it. So I wish everybody the best, and I thank all our fans for writing us. I see Maggie subscribed, and Dr. Machine just subscribed, and we've had some other people that constantly write. Us, there's just many, many, many people, and we're very appreciative that you keep, subscribing. Now we started just with I think it was before they switched over, I had maybe 3 people subscribe. That was it. Now we're up to 9, and then I had thousands on Google Hangouts. There were circles of thousands of people, and actually it would be millions because of all the subscribers they have. So now I hope that everybody subscribes. So push that button. I hate to repeat myself, but we've only got 9 people, and you're not going to know when our shows are on. And especially since I can't give you much notice with things going on right now with repair. So please push that button, and thank you so much again for those that did. I'm grateful, totally grateful, and I appreciate that you're referring people. And I appreciate that you signed up with all those thousands of people, and now you got to re-sign. I'm sorry about that. I really am sorry. But I'm asking you very nicely, and I appreciate that you did sign up with us before you had us in your circle. And I appreciate if you do it again. So push that button. Okay, take care.